Fairly confident I have sound this time. Sorry for those who saw that embarrassing little intro and me hands talking for like 3 minutes with no sound. That's pretty awesome, actually. Let me just look at the comments, make sure I have sound here. Can you hear me? I'm gonna throw this into the chat once I find it. All right. I am live indeed. Okay, there we go. Copy link. Man, this old guy is trying to figure this stuff out. Let's see. Let's try this again. Live. Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Anybody is on there yet? Can you hear me? I'm feeling good about. I see my sound moving on the screen this time. Let me know. Oh, fantastic. Chris, thank you very much. All right, well, there you have it. I'm gonna start over where I was before, because obviously I was talking to nobody but myself there for a few minutes, which is a great way to start. So, anyway, as I said to myself before, great to meet everybody. I'm Jordan, working with Brandon, 12th Man Breaks, the new shop in Phoenix, Rip Valley. We're super excited about it, and man, just awesome to be part of the group. And obviously a lot of you have been in here for years, and Brandon's been doing this for a long time, so thrilled to be part of it. I love baseball. Obviously we had some snafus here with the Bowman case. The newbie here on this side, I said the case was in hand, which was technically true, but it had to be shipped from the shop to me, and obviously we had the ice storm. I'm here in Dallas, so apologies for that. But as I said, we are going to be giving away some extra stuff. One thing in particular I'm going to reveal tonight, but I did want to talk a little Bowman tonight, just to give us a little preview, talk about the giveaway, and just sort of, as I said, introduce myself. And I will be doing a lot of baseball, and so I am a former baseball player. I never played professionally, but played all the way through college. And one of my teammates was actually a World Series MVP at one point. So it's a pretty fun story that I'll share more about as we get to know each other. But excited to be part of the 12th man team, and obviously the Rip Valley team, and with the shop in Phoenix. So let's talk some Bowman. So wanted to talk about some of the players that I like, that I've hunted. I participate in a lot of breaks, not just with 12th man, but with a lot of other breakers. I've done a lot of stuff with Blez over the years, and they're great at ripping Bowman, and I'm participating with them. Jimmy just asked, did this break yet? It has not, Jimmy. We've run into a weather issue here in Dallas getting the case, and we will be ripping it on Monday, but I'm going to do a preview and a giveaway today in preparation for that, and try to make the best of it. So anyway, I wanted to talk about Bowman. So a lot of people that have been ripping Bowman, there's some obvious hunt cards. There's the Jackson Holidays of the world that everybody, number one overall pick, son of former Major League player Matt Holliday, who will likely be a Hall of Famer here soon. You have, the Termarr Johnsons of the world, drafted 4th overall by the Pirates. Kumar Rocker is actually interesting. He is a pitcher, which those cards typically don't have the same value, but 3rd overall pick this year. He actually got drafted 10th overall the year before, didn't sign, went back into the draft after playing independent ball, and was taken 3rd by the Rangers. He's a fun card to go after for a pretty cheap team with the Rangers. 2nd overall pick is actually a Diamondbacks player, Drew Jones, son of likely future Hall of Famer Andrew Jones. he's not in the product. So when he comes out, he'll be a huge hunt card. I'm personally going to be hunting him. I know that for sure, especially with the shop in Arizona, and we're right up the street from the Diamondbacks from Chase Field. So Drew Jones will be a hunt card in the future, but not in this product. My favorite player in this draft is actually Elijah Green. He's the son of Eric Green, former NFL player, was a tight end back in the 90s. So he's got like a really big body. He's very similar in size to Julio Rodriguez. Obviously not saying he's going to be Julio Rodriguez, but he does have the same size, 6'3", 225, insanely fast, 5-tool player, as they like to say. So I love Elijah Green for that reason, but candidly, his card is beautiful in the product. He's got this sort of, pose in the card, which is fantastic. So I've been buying the Nats and a lot of team breaks, which is pretty fun. I'll show off some of those today, some of the cards that I've hit of Elijah. And there's a lot of other, you know how this is, like Mike Trout was a late first round pick. Like there's so many guys you just never know, right? It's easy to chase Jackson Holiday. Certainly his cards have a lot of value right now. Could end up being the best player in the draft, but they're just, it's the speculative part of this product, which is so fun. So I want to jump through a few cards that I've hit in some breaks, some players that I really like for a variety of reasons. And then the other thing I'm going to do tonight is I'm actually going to open up a box that I just got from Blaze. I don't even know what's in it. I entered into a handful of breaks, chasing either the Nationals and Bowman, Julio Rodriguez and Flawless, Julio Rodriguez and Topps Finest. So I don't know what's in the box. It could be nothing. I could have some good cards in there. We're going to find out at the same time. That'll be kind of fun. And then at the end, I'm going to do a quick giveaway. So if you're watching this live, you don't have to be on the live. We're going to random a card at the end of the break on Monday. We're going to random a card to the group. So anyone who's in the break, doesn't matter if you're on or not right now, you're still going to get a chance to take home the card that I'm going to show later. So we're going to do those three things. So let's start quickly with the first card, Mr. Joe Lampe. So not a huge chase card in the product. Third round pick by the Guardians. I like him because he went to ASU. He's an Arizona State guy. Worked his way up through he played JUCO for a year. So sort of had a tough path to get to the big leagues, but like I said, third round pick. He's a smaller guy. He kind of projects to be a middle infielder type, second baseman, center fielder, etc. Can kind of play everywhere on the field, but as an ASU guy, I love that. Arizona State, of course. And so Joe's actually collecting his own cards, which is kind of fun as well. So if you hit a Joe Lampe card and you want to sell it, hit up Joe Lampe on Instagram. He might buy it from you. Next guy I want to show is of my favorite team. I am a Mariners fan. My dad grew up in Seattle. I grew up during the 90s. Ken Griffey, of course. I was a left-handed outfielder like Griffey, and so he was my guy, as he was for a lot of people. So I love collecting Mariners cards. Of course, everybody is all over Julio right now for all the obvious reasons. I'm showing off a player that was actually a conditional first-round pick, Tyler Locklear. So the actual first-round pick for the Mariners in the product is Cole Young. So he was, I think, 23rd overall, shortstop. The reason I'm not showing his cards because he's all redemptions in the product, so you can't look at those autos yet. But Tyler Locklear is a third baseman. I think he was 35th overall in that sort of in between the first and second round, those conditional picks that they have. He's already rated by a lot of people as a top 10 or 15 prospect in the Mariners system. A lot of people like him. I think he's a great chase card in this product for a reasonably priced team. The Mariners are not super expensive. You can get Cole Young. You can get you can get Locklear. They have a third rounder, a pitcher, Walter Ford, who's again a pitcher, so the value's not necessarily there. But I love that card. I think it's cool. I love the gold, of course, in Bowman. This is the player everybody's after. That's the refractor out of 499 of Jackson. I did buy the Orioles in a couple breaks. Was fortunate enough to hit this guy. These are all going to go in for grading, by the way, but I do have them still sitting at my house. So Jackson out of 499, beautiful card. We've talked about him already. Another team that I grabbed in a break, the Angels. They have a couple decent guys, but their first rounder was Zach Neto. He's a shortstop. He's actually from California. I think he was 13th overall. This is the gold wave version. The Locklear and Lampy I showed were the true gold. This is the gold wave. You can see the finish is a little bit different on that. Awesome card out of 50. Another one that I hit. Another guy I'm chasing because I love the Mariners. They're my first team, but my National League team and hometown team for a lot of years was the Diamondbacks. And so this is a guy I really like. He's, as I said before, Drew Jones is going to be the chase for the D-backs whenever he comes out in the product. But Ivan Melendez, nicknamed the Hispanic Titanic, which is quite, that's one of the best nicknames ever. This guy's a beast. He's from Texas. He went, again, another junior college guy that ended up going and playing for the Longhorns in Austin. Got drafted, I think, in the 10th round after his junior year. Said, I'm going to go back and play one more year in college. And ended up winning a ton of awards his senior year. Ended up being a second-round pick for the Diamondbacks. So this is a guy that doesn't necessarily translate defensively to anywhere other than probably a first base DH type player. But he is a beast, and if he hits, obviously he'll play. So major bat. This is his black. This is the black auto to 75. Really cool card. This one is one of my bigger hits. So I did hit the Melendez Red Wave out of 5. So that card's pretty sweet. I'm pumped about that one. First one on the print run too, 1 out of 5. That's going to go in for grading as well. Another guy I like a lot in the product, again, a cheaper team. This is the first round pick of the Astros, and I know the Astros are not everybody's favorite team for some of the history there, but they have proved over and over again that they know how to draft players, they know how to grow talent internally. You've seen so many players come up through that system over the years. Most of their World Series now, multiple World Series championship teams, most of the core players on those teams are not guys they went out and signed in free agency, especially on the hitter side. They're notorious for finding some pitchers to fill gaps. The Verlanders of the world. They had Garrett Cole for quite some time, but internally growing hitters, they've been amazing. And so I love the fact that Drew Gilbert's first round pick, really cheap team in the product to potentially hit a first rounder. This is the Sparkle auto out of 71. Another cool variation. You can get the glitter on there if you're into the fancy stuff. For those of us who have daughters, it looks like it could be something that they'd like, of course. But that's his auto out of 71. I like him a lot. I think he's going to be good, but that's why we speculate. All right, here's my guy. So here's the first version of Elijah that we've hit, or that I've hit. This is the Blue Wave. So not the true blue, but the Blue Wave out of 150. Beautiful card. Get that extra little finish on the Blue Wave. The Blue Wave and the Gold Wave, etc., don't carry the same value as the Trues, but they're still beautiful cards. Still numbered to 150 in this case. Really like Elijah Green, and come on, isn't that like one of the best pieces of photography for a rookie card you've ever seen? That's just brilliant. I love it. So one of my favorite cards. This is my primary chase card in the product. Blue Wave to 150. I did also hit a black Elijah Green to 75. Pretty sweet. Can't do jersey number on him. Anything under 75 or less. At least on the card. I don't know if that'll end up being his actual jersey number or not, but that sort of feels like a 1776 Nationals play. I'm not sure if that's his actual number. Maybe it is. But there's the black variation. It's one of the bigger cards I've hit. True Gold. Elijah Green out of 50. 41 out of 50. Love this card. If I can gem this thing, man, that's a huge card. So, fingers crossed on that. And then the last card I'm going to show here is actually one that Mr. Brandon Dixon hit for me. The Brooks Lee Mood Ring Superfractor. Check that out. Like, who doesn't like seeing that on the back of a card? 1 out of 1. The only super I've ever hit in any break, and Brandon pulled it for me. Pretty insane. So, another cool card. I'm actually now chasing down because apparently they have Mood Ring Superfractor autos, which I hope aren't sticker, but they probably are. But I'm chasing down the Superfractor auto to go with the Superfractor base. Love that card. We'll set that one up there. Okay, so now that we've bantered about the product a little bit, I'm going to rip this. I'm going to rip this box. It's a small box. There's not a ton of stuff in here. You can see it is stuff that I've gotten in other breaks. I have no idea what's in here. I know it's baseball, maybe some basketball, but primarily baseball. I'm going to rip this thing open. Let's see what I got. I did not watch these breaks, so it should be National stuff, Mariners stuff. It's going to spill all over here because I used the... Yeah, I see baseball right there. All right. Okay, there we go. That's everything. All right, we're going to go through this quickly. Oh, Julio on top. You got to love that. Okay. It's a Julio base out of Topps Chrome Black card, though. Oh, the big dumper. Cal Raleigh. He had quite the season in his rookie year as well. Cal Raleigh on card. Topps Finest, numbered to 99. 76 out of 99. Cool card there. George Kirby, absolute stud. Rookie last year. In his one postseason starts, it's also to 99. This is the green lava variety. He actually, in his one postseason start, he threw a shutout, and unfortunately the other pitcher also threw a shutout, and the Mariners lost in 18 innings. There's a Julio base out of Finest. But absolute stud. He was either a first or second round pick a couple years ago and just skyrocketed through the minors. 95 to 99, unreal. Robbie Ray, Julio base. There's our Julio refractor out of Finest. We're going to skip over the basketball. Nobody cares about that in this context. That's a cool card. Jared Kelenic, 10 of 15. Look at those patches. That is sick. He's sort of in a make or break type year. He's going to have to show up this year. He might find himself traded or in the minors. Oh, man. Hall of Famer. On card, Edgar Martinez out of 15. That is cool. So I didn't hit my Griffey or my J-Rod in that flawless case, apparently, but did get a couple cool cards there. I do like buying the A's in flawless as well, and I'll tell you there's literally one card I'm searching for, and it is the Mark McGwire USA 1/1 autograph card. That's the one I'm searching for. One of my favorite cards as a kid was the 85 McGwire Olympic team card that I thought was worth millions of dollars back then before the internet came out, and obviously once everyone realized that everybody had the same card, it wasn't worth quite as much. But anyway, that's that. Dennis Eckersley on card, 5 of 5. So for like a $25 team, or I think $50 in a full case, I had an Eckersley 5 of 5 on card, and then a Ryan Cusick 1 of 1 on card. Wow, very cool. I have no idea who he is. Wish I did, but a 1 of 1 out of flawless is fun. Let's see what else we have. Oh, looks like we got some more Mariners stuff. My daughter looks like she's going to poke in here. So this looks like this was out of 2020 Bowman Chrome, not Bowman Draft. Bunch of Julio base, Andy Thomas Bowman base. Okay. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. So everyone in the break will be randomed. So every team will get a spot. So if you have one team, you get one spot. Two teams, 2 spots. All the bounties that are listed in the break are still live. That nothing has changed on that front. The other stipulation I'm going to make is if Brandon Dixon's name ends up at the top of the random for this card, whoever is after that is going to win, because we're not going to give Brandon the card. But this card is going to be random to the group after the break. And if there's other bounties, we'll random those as well. Elijah Green, base auto. The auto on this thing is absolutely perfect. The back of the card, the centering is absolutely perfect. I think the chances of this gemming are really, really strong. So one of you will be getting this card that's in this Bowman break in addition to any bounties we might hit. So enjoy. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Great to meet everybody. Excited to rip this product for you on Monday, and appreciate everybody's patience. Peace.